Bristol Motor Speedway.
I guess he didn't like the way he got passed.
That's racing at Bristol.
It's no wonder this place was voted favorite track among NASCAR fans.
Oh, and Earnhardt splits him out.
Scenes like these are common and expected at this tight, short track. But in 1990, no one expected this.
Bad crash over in turn 2. Michael Waltrip has hit the wall hard.
One of the most violent crashes I have ever seen.
I recall vividly when it hit, not being able to breathe. It knocked the breath out of me, and I remember blacking out because I couldn't breathe.
The car is sawed in half by that concrete barrier there.
When the car stopped, the safety workers got there, and I'm like, oh, I'm fine. But obviously I wasn't all there because it didn't really dawn on me that my feet were on the ground and there wasn't an engine there.
They're just picking the car up by pieces, and yet the man has walked away from it.
I remember my brother coming up and looking at me, and
I was standing looking right at it, and I couldn't move. I mean, I just froze.
people just couldn't believe what they saw. I began to wonder why everybody was looking at me so funny. And I think they thought I was supposed to be dead, and there I sat, and I wasn't.
As spectacular as this sight was in 1990, Mike Harmon, not to be outdone, duplicated this exact event 12 years later.
Mike Harmon comes off of turn 2, hits the crossover gate, and then slams into the wall. His car is hit by Johnny Sauter.
My right shoulder was a little sore, and I got one little cut on my right side, and that was it. I've been actually hurt worse working in the shop.
Moments later, the miracle. Mike Harmon climbed out of that car uninjured.
When I stood up, I was pretty upset because the new car just got destroyed. But just the way the car came apart, it wasn't that much of an impact to me. And then it spun around and stopped, and then sat there for a second, and that's when Johnny Sauter come through.
You can see the driver's compartment inside the roll cage. That's what protected Harmon. Then Sauter comes by and hits what's left of the car.
Now, NASCAR's racetracks are safe, and Bristol is no exception. Where there was once an Armco barrier crossover gate, there is now concrete protected by a safer barrier.
There's no opening. You know, we put the soft wall in, completely removed the gate, so it's impossible for that type crash to ever happen again.
You know, anytime someone wrecks, we learn something, whether it's about the car or it's about the facility itself. Obviously, we learned a lot at Bristol that day, and now that's fixed.
I'm just glad that, that the good Lord spared me, and I'm able to continue to do what I love to do.
You know, very fortunate to be doing what I'm doing, and it makes you appreciate life more.
I told Harmon, I said, you just messed up. You did that during practice, wasn't nobody watching. I had a whole grandstand full of people seeing it, and I've met every one of them too, I think. Every time someone meets me, they say, I was there at Bristol that day. I saw you, I was right there on turn 2. I was like, man, that must have been a lot of people there that day.